I'm halfway. Welcome back to the channel. Like I said, I did get that 99 GMC, and I wanted to show you guys how my daily driver is doing. She is cherry. So that's a deep hole right there. Done put old Sally on her lid, so we're gonna go ahead and get Jared's Dodge. Yes, Dodge wins. Hook to the hitch and try to drag her back on all four, because now I gotta figure out how to get to work Monday and get old girl down. Hopefully she's just a little bit out of alignment, but we should be good. Hold up, Jared. Get off. Yeah, hold on. This is the doozy that she was in. You can see over here, well, you can see where my tire started to slide. We were all the way up on this bank over here, and it was my fault. I wasn't paying attention. The truck was left in two-wheel drive. I didn't lock it in low, so the front tires couldn't grab. As soon as I started to slide, tried to give her a little bit of catch up, and she just, boom, and she ended up in this abyss and onto her noodle. But didn't tear up the truck that bad. We got like, what, one dent?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll walk over here, go check out old Betty Lou. See how she's doing.
Cheap chicky, baby.
Oh yeah. A little latte on her. She buffed right out, but I think that's the dang, look at that. Look how tight my bumper is now.
There you go.
She don't even sag no more. This is how we fix things. We got that right there. Fender's a little blowed out to the side. Bottom of the door's vented, but it's a 99 GMC with new tires. I'm not sweating it. Hope you guys enjoy this, but this is what happens when you try to do something you're not supposed to do, because if you look this way, let's flip the camera.
Oh yeah.
We could have picked this route, but you know, I decided that I was just gonna do a little bit of a trail riding, little Jeep things, and pour the truck up. But full drive's working, AC's working, got oil pressure, has coolant in it, windshield wipers are working, the bumpers sucked up nice and tight, so she is ready to go. Didn't break no windows, didn't even fold in the mirror. So we're gonna go ahead and get on and do a little bit more trail riding and avoid stuff like that. Well, it's a new day. I'm gonna go ahead and go by the car wash, try to clean the truck off. I started hosing it at the house, but my pressure washer isn't running. Sorry about the traffic noise. You can kind of see it got the bottom of the door, the bottom of the rocker. and definitely the top of the fender. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the thing washed and we'll assess the damage report. Made it back to the house. Gave old girl a good scrubbing. As you can see, it trying to get it to pick up, but you can see the fender's a little pushed out right here and nice and creased. We pick up a new fender for about $30 at the junkyard. It caught the bottom of the door right here. It's kind of pushed the bottom of the door in, and it's out up here because I can hear it riding down the road because now the door is whistling. Those dents above the door were there when I got the truck. Oh, the rocker is a doozy. Might try to take a hammer and beat that down a little bit so it's not so hard on the door when it's shutting. But besides that, for what it was, it really didn't do too much damage. To see how she was almost on her lid. I mean, I crawled out of the window and I had, from here was the ground on the window. And I mean, I had this area to crawl out of the truck, but I got out of it. Nobody's hurt. We're all fine. I'm gonna go ahead and walk over to the Suburban. We have been working on it and have made some progress, and explain why this went out this weekend and got flipped instead of the Suburban. Here's old big girl. You see, we took the rear door panel off. If you guys remember, this door was completely caved in. I mean, it was creased real bad, but that's as good as it's gonna get. There's no point in us to try to completely fix the dent. It is a mud truck. We do plan on driving it down the road just because she is pretty sweet. We might have whipped her around town a couple times. Went ahead and put the sway bar on. The sway bar mounts that came with the lift kit actually did bolt up. The lift's been on for a couple months now. Iron horse bouncing around helped out a lot, so the springs are settled and everything started to line up. The front shocks are on. So that's all completely done. Now, the issue we were having, why we ended up taking my truck and Jared's Dodge over the weekend. So the alternator, which is, it's a brand new alternator if you guys can't tell. It's a brand new alternator. It was taken to an alternator shop and it was converted over to one wire where they put an internal regulator in it. And it charged the night before. Everything was fine. Everything worked good. And we went to load it up and it quit charging. We screwed with it for about an hour, and that's kind of why we didn't get much filming done yesterday, because we started to run out of daylight. We spent our whole day trying to get this thing together to take it out. So throughout the week this week, we're going to go ahead and start messing with it, start going through things, take it back to the alternator shop and see what's going on with it. Maybe take it to O'Reilly, see if the alternator itself might have gone bad. Even though it's brand new doesn't mean that things like that can't happen. So hopefully we'll be able to go ahead and get everything accomplished on it, because my truck's my daily driver. I mean, I drive it back and forth to work every day. I drive it anywhere I need to go. So taking it to the woods isn't the best idea, especially when things happen yesterday when you slide off in a hole and end up on her noodle. So went ahead and fixed the GMC, or should I say Chevrolet at this point. Boy, I got a soft spot for cat eyes, especially HD front clips. So had to pick this old girl up and put her on the truck. I just love the look of the flat-faced hood. So that solved the problem of the caved-in fender. Yes, I know these lights suck. I need to get new ones. This fender's a little honky, so I'm slowly going to try to find white parts to replace it out with, because I don't necessarily want to paint this, because even if I put brand new paint on this, it's not going to match that paint. I mean, it probably wouldn't be noticeable on camera, but in person you would definitely notice it, just because that paint's been on there since 1999. This paint will be fresh, so it'll kind of be offset. This would probably look more white and not as dingy as this one, even though the truck actually really does look good. But like I said, it's the bottom of the door and the rocker. It'll ride. I'm not really worried about the rocker. Like I said, I'll try to knock it down a little bit with a hammer, but that dent in the door, I'm just going to replace the whole door on the truck. I am going to go ahead and pull this off, even though my dad doesn't want me to, because he said that's what makes it a GMC. Fancy. I don't like the chrome. That's coming off. The mirrors are going to go either white right there or black where the chrome is, because I don't like that neither. And this, I will even do a giveaway on this, because I hate this thing so much I can't stand it. It doesn't even work right. That's how I have to get gas, because the little magnet is busted. So how you feel, little girl, up. The bumper, I didn't mention, it twisted it up. I think that's where the strap was kind of hitting the bumper, and it pulled the bumper down a little bit. But like I said, for what it was, it didn't really do that too much damage. The truck's fixed, back together. Door still whistles. It's been about a week now. And we're gonna go ahead, walk over to the back and talk about what we're doing with the Ram Charger. So, you guys know the Ram Charger. You in the comments, of course, wanted us to keep it. So now I gotta pull the motor out of the Papal truck. I'm just gonna pull the whole front clips on both trucks. Actually, the Papal truck's gonna go to our buddy's house, who actually parts out Dodges for a living. And he's gonna pull the motor and tranny for us and give us the motor, transmission, and front clip, and he's gonna keep the rest of the truck so he can make a couple bucks, so it saves us a little bit of time. But I'm gonna pull the front clip on this, put the new motor in it, put a good front clip back on it, and we'll figure out why the four-wheel drive isn't working. Might even put some windshield wipers on it and go through that whole process and get this thing right. Also, got an announcement to make about Jared's. We'll just go on down the line. So, Jared, you guys have asked about diesel stuff on the channel, and we're trying to keep it cheap or whatever. Jared, as you know, he has Cenflo Diesel as his channel. Well, we decided to just convert him to one because we film his stuff at this house and halfway stuff at this house. So we're going to join together, and it's going to be the same channel. So I guess we'll introduce this. This is a 97?
Yep.
1997 old 2-valver, 12 valve. Looks like trash because it's a Dodge.
Ooh, easy.
But this bed's going on the truck, and this truck's actually going to go to paint. When it comes back from paint, we're going to go put a leveling kit on it. Jared has some sweet wheels and tires. We're not going to spoil that surprise. I guess we can open the door and show them the hard work that we've been at on this truck.
Whoa, easy.
Door flew open. That's because it's got all these all these springs and everything on the inside of the door.
To be fair, it is probably the smoothest second gen door. All right, so if y'all do follow my channel, the last video I posted, I went over the interior. If you don't, no big deal, because it's not gonna be a thing for much longer. But as you can see, we have a complete dash in it. I bought one and had it put in. Got a new top on it and everything. I know a lot of y'all aren't gonna be able to believe that. So yeah, got a complete dash in it.
New carpet.
I got these seats. Seats are cherry. And then me and all halfway puts carpet in it. It's our scrap pile. But yeah, so it's got fresh carpet. So the only thing we're missing is the headliner. As you can see, it's sacked out, but no big deal. Throw a headliner in it and get this old thing going. But yeah, we have a bunch of stuff for it. Just to shed a little bit of light on it for y'all. The main reason we decided to add or to combine the two channels is just because of the fact that I'm not going to be doing enough diesel stuff to post often enough for it to matter. And like he said, we're always over here anyway, and so trying to keep up with two channels and all that, it's truck stuff. I mean, my stuff isn't necessarily all budget friendly, but it is truck stuff, so it don't make sense to have two separate channels when we're both basically doing the same things.
Yeah, and what's hard is, like me and him were talking about, is you guys know that drive diesels. I've had diesels, believe it or not. I hate against them, but I've had multiples of them. They aren't cheap, so there's no like cheap fun with it. If we go out and rag this and blow it up, it's not like we keep constant content of having a diesel, like Jared was saying. That's why we're just merging the two channels together. So we're gonna have our lovely hoopties, as I like to call them, and we're gonna have the diesel stuff in between. Say if we're not messing with this or that or this, or if we actually didn't break anything, then we're gonna have the diesel content. So we're just going all across the board at this point. We might as well just get a lowered Silverado and put a turbo on it. So we're just gonna have a good time and keep the channel open, and just anything we find cool, we're gonna get. So I'm halfway. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram at Halfway Performance. Follow my Snapchat at ATS199512 and Jared's Instagram at Cenflo Diesel. And we'll catch you on the next one.